here, and we've been doing a lot of like old throwback style episodes. We're coming at you late night here on we're a little early recording this because we got fucking shit to do now. All of a sudden we're fucking people.
I don't have that much to do.
Yeah. Well, what we're doing is opposite days. So we're flying into Labor Day weekend this weekend. You're gone Friday, Saturday. I'm gone.
Just Friday.
Yeah, but by the time you get back Saturday, I'll probably be gone.
Well, that sounds like see, this sounds like you have a fantasy football draft.
Yes,
and I could be here by 3:30 in the afternoon.
And then I'm gone Sunday, Monday. I'll be back Monday. So we're firing this guy off early.
I did like how you tried to pass the buck on me.
Yeah, I
will not have that.
Yeah, I don't do things.
I will not have this.
You are doing something.
Yeah, I'm playing golf tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a destination.
I'm staying in Yarmouth on a Friday night. Friday night's not a recording day.
Yeah.
You're not going to win this argument. I have these all the time at work. Chris Healy is the king of trying to fucking pin his shit on me. And I am so good at defending it.
Well, either way, we're coming at you on a late night. We haven't done one of these late night ones in a while. We had a fucking episode last Saturday. We were drinking root beer floats, so we were actually drinking during... And we're technically drinking right now if you're watching it.
Yeah, but not like drinking.
We're not like drinking.
A glass of wine is still considered responsible drinking.
One pour of bourbon is also fine. I'm not going to get fucking off the rails here. But yeah, so we got a late night one. We had a fucking Saturday pound drinks one. All we're missing is Vinny. We're missing Vinny slurring his words, and it's like just like the old times. Almost back to normal and not having to talk about fucking stupid politics bullshit.
I don't want to talk politics.
No.
Do you want to talk about how the Celtics just blew a fucking game with half a second left?
Yeah, they were winning.
Talk that.
They were winning.
So Kemba throws down a no look bounce pass.
Mm-hmm.
Tice slams it home. They go up by 2. I think they go up by 2 on that. Half a second left. They put in Taco Fall to defend the inbound pass, and they hit a 3 to win. Toronto.
Sick.
And someone compared it to when Gronk was in to defend the Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah.
And the Dolphins scored in 1, and then Josh Gordon in to defend the Hail Mary, and the Bears caught the ball and ended at the 1.
Yep.
But it's the Bears. So.
Yeah, that's definitely the gimmicky, like, oh, we're going to get that guy in there. It's like, no, just play normal defense. It's been working for you all game.
Just play defense.
Just play defense. I hate that stupid
Taco Fall
shit.
Taco Fall played a little bit against the Sixers because they were up by 1 million in game 4.
Right. It's like, oh man, stupid fucking gimmicky shit. It's literally all it is. It's like, well, it's the end of the game. We got to put Gronk in there so he can stop that pass. Why? All game you've been able to play defense against these guys. Like, just Gronk's not a safety. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't track guys. He doesn't like his tackling, his fucking pursuit to the ball. He doesn't know what that is. He hasn't tackled anybody. He hasn't had to pursue anybody to the ball since he was in high school, since he played 2 ways. Like, you don't do that. You don't put Josh Gordon in there. Josh Gordon probably didn't even know what day it was when you put him out there. He's probably all fucked up. And it's like, yeah, let's put these guys out there. No, let's play defense. You want an extra guy out there? Put another safety out there. Put 4 fucking safeties if you want. I don't care. Put guys out there.
3 down linemen and 8 D-backs.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? Like that is it. No, let's put Taco Fall out there. Why? Well, he's 7'6". Yeah, cool. Can he move?
He doesn't play.
No, he doesn't play. Like it's that. You know what? That's what they get. That's what you get. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I mean, I still think the Celtics are going to win the series, but
I mean, they should.
I mean, let's be honest though too. I know they were literally a half a second away, but if you would have ever told me that the Celtics would go up 3-0 on Toronto, I'd be like, you're full of shit.
Toronto's not good. And here's my thing. I don't watch a ton of basketball.
They're good enough, and they have the best head coach in the league.
Fine. I'm sorry, without a superstar, you can't win.
Yeah. No. I'm not that I'm saying that I thought Toronto was going to win. I'm saying I didn't think the Celtics would be up 3-0 on Toronto. Are they going to win the series? Yes. Yeah. I firmly believe they're going to beat Toronto in the series. but this is right about where I thought they'd be, 2-1. 2-1, 3-1, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't think they would sweep. I didn't think they'd go 3-0, and I didn't think they would sweep. They were going to eventually drop 1 to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, gentleman sweep.
Yeah, it's the gentleman sweep.
But, like, I heard that, too. It's like Toronto. It's like, oh, Fred VanVleet. Yeah, you know what? He's a fine player.
Yeah.
It's fucking Fred VanVleet.
Right. Kyle Lowry is
not that good.
Not that good. Siakam's probably their best player.
Yeah, he looks it. 16 points.
Yeah.
It's good. Dude, he's making a lot of gamblers a lot of money because they just keep taking his point total unders.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have a star. They had Kawhi last year.
Right.
In a star-driven league, you need
won.
a star.
That's
they don't have one.
Won. Yeah.
And whether you want to call Tatum one or not, regardless, important.
He's borderline.
Kemba is.
Yeah.
So if you have Kemba, and if Tatum's not, well,
I would say not yet, because he hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, I kind of get that feeling too.
He's a budding. Now, if we have any fucking Celtics fans that are listening now, they're flipping the fuck out. They're cussing us out right now. How dare you? He's the fucking second coming of Michael Jordan.
He's a mix of Kobe and Michael Jordan.
Yeah, get fuck off.
But only the good parts.
He hasn't done shit yet. When he actually does something, then yeah, I would say the correct term for Jason Tatum right now is a budding superstar. Like, he's on his way. He definitely has the potential to become a superstar, but you can't call him a superstar yet. He hasn't been around long enough either. Like,
no, he also didn't play that great last year.
No.
And I know what everyone will say. It's like, oh, well, that was Kyrie Irving. That year was a mess. It's like, okay, but
a true superstar is going to say, well, fuck you, I'm going to take over. Granted, also, was he a rookie last year? No, it was his second year last year. So, I mean, that's a lot to ask of a second-year player to just step up and take over the team.
No, he wasn't going to.
Over a shitbag like Kyrie.
I don't think that's not. I don't know if that's a fair ask, but he really regressed last year.
Oh yeah.
Like a real superstar progresses.
Right.
And he worked backwards. Now again, I'll give you a shit team dynamic.
Right. What would be a major knock against him is if that situation were to happen for him in like year 4 or year 5. Like your 4th year in the league, you have an actual superstar come in and he's a fucking shitbag like Kyrie, and then you just kind of take a back seat and let him take the reins. Like, you're not a superstar. You become the superstar when you say, oh, that guy's being a fucking piece of shit. Fuck him. This is my team now. Like, that would be a superstar to me. But like you said, you can't expect someone to do that in their second year.
No, and then he's gotten better with Kemba here. So.
Yeah. And the team looks good. Nico's tweeted this out today, and he goes, imagine the Celtics win in the year where you're not allowed to have a parade.
Oh, all those idiots will still show up.
Yeah. It definitely would be funny. It'd be strange. This whole sports thing is weird with the bubble thing, with the NHL and the NBA, because they're going through their playoffs right now. They'll both be done by the end of September, and then their new seasons kick off in like November. So you get like maybe 6 to 8 weeks of an off season. It's just going to be strange. It's just different than normal. So like a normal NHL season wraps up, if things go long, the first week in June. So let's just call it the first week in June, you're done, and then you don't go back to camp until September, October.
Camp is August.
Yeah, or like the preseason.
Preseason is September.
Yeah, and then
the season starts in October.
So
usually the first week.
So you're looking first week of June to October. That's 4 months, roughly.
Yeah, if you make the finals.
And now these guys are going to have 6 to 8 weeks, and then they could potentially be on a new team. Like Torrey Krug, for example, let's use the Bruins because they're the home team here. Like Torrey Krug just played in a game for the Bruins on fucking August 30th. On October 30th, he's probably going to be on a different team for a new season. But he was in the playoffs on, you know what I mean? It's just a strange dynamic that you can have guys play and then 6 weeks later change teams.
I just wonder what the NHL's plan is, because are they going to go back to a bubble
That's true too.
for the whole season?
That's true.
That ain't going to work.
No, that's certainly not going to work.
Those players will not, they won't play. It's
No. The whole agreement was that it was just for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they push back the start until after November 4th, and then, no one,
Yeah, after
no one,
November 4th.
no one cares.
They won't be starting before then.
No.
They'll be starting after.
Yeah. You know what is starting though? Thank fucking Christ, it's football.
Doesn't feel like it.
No, it really doesn't. But you know what though? Call me a hopeless romantic, but I am
Can I call you
holding.
an asshole instead?
Yeah, you could do that. I am holding out hope that once football does start, things may settle. Now, I'm not saying settle back to the way they used to be, but I'm saying settle more than they are now. Like, even though we have sports and we've had sports back for the last month, we all know it's in the bubble. Like, you're watching the games and there's no fans, or it's like fake crowd noise, or like the NBA has the CGI people and all this shit. I feel like once the NFL comes back and we have football to watch every Sunday, regardless of whether or not there's fans there, I feel like football is going to be enough to get people to feel better about things. Let's be real. Football is America's pastime. Baseball can fucking eat a massive dick. Football is America's pastime.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a great distraction.
Yeah.
And fuck it, dude. Let's go. Just have a game every night. Why not?
Yeah, I'd be
outside of it creating absolute chaos and being completely impossible.
I'd be down for a little creativity too. Whereas, I mean, I know you kind of can't do it, but maybe you have a game kickoff 10 Eastern time.
AM?
Yeah, 10 a.m.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. Though when they have a London game, it's fucking great.
But I feel like they wouldn't, because that's 7 on the West Coast. So it's like maybe you take a West Coast game and you have them play in the morning. Have them play at 9. Kickoff is at 9 a.m. on the West Coast.
That's
so
noon here.
Yeah, that's not that early. Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be down to get a little creative with the schedule to just stretch it out a little bit more, instead of, especially this year, the way the world is right now, instead of having fucking 10 games at 1, 4 games at 4:30, and then the one game at 8:30, and then obviously the Thursday night game. Why not do 3 at one time slot, 6 at another time slot? Actually fucking spread it out over the day. Because there's nothing else. People aren't doing fuck all. No one's really doing anything anymore yet.
Yeah.
So we do have college football still. So for the time being, because I know the NFL was going to say that they were going to push some games to Saturdays, which would have been great. Would have been cool. We still would have. I mean, it doesn't matter. I watch football Saturday and Sunday. It doesn't matter whether it's college, NFL, or NFL both days. Having football on Saturday and Sunday is great. But it looks like we are going to have college football, at least for now. So to start.
I think they're gonna play. Whoever just I mean, obviously I know some people are playing. I feel like the Big Ten's gonna play.
Thanks to Donnie.
No, that's not.
We gotta vote for Donnie because he gave us Big Ten football.
I don't care about the Big Ten. I don't care about obviously I care about Florida State and the SEC.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, the other thing too. Now that we're talking about football, what is up with every single running back being linked to the Patriots? The Patriots are the Patriots the Bears of running backs right now? Because they already have 9 running backs on the roster, and then Leonard Fournette got cut from the Jaguars, and then the first report that came out was, he's talked to Belichick. Belichick was the first person that got on the phone and called him. And then it came around, he was shopping around an offer. Turns out the offer it wasn't clear whether the initial offer was from New England and he was shopping it around and then it ended up at the Bucks. But he did have one offer pretty quickly, and then it also was confirmed that he talked to the Patriots pretty quickly. So I mean, it doesn't take a fucking, a Scientologist over here to figure it out. So maybe the original offer was from New England, maybe it wasn't, but he ended up in the Bucks. And then Alvin Kamara was threatening, was holding out, wasn't threatening, holding out, but he was holding out. He has since rejoined the team and he's back in practice and he fucking made up with Sean McVay and all that shit. But yeah, that guy, Timothy McVeigh. But the first thing that came out was, the Saints are going to trade Alvin Kamara, and then the first thing that came out was, the Patriots are going to trade for Alvin Kamara. They're interested. It's like, what is happening? They just signed Lamar Miller. Now, granted, I know Lamar Miller's on the pup list.
He's getting cut.
But
he should be on the cut list.
Yeah.
Lamar Miller sucks, dude.
Yeah. You know what that is? That's Bill. He signs guys that shredded him in the past. That was Scott Chandler, Chris Hogan. Who else? Technically, you could go back. You could go way back and say Wes Welker. Cam Newton. Like guys that have played well against Belichick. He always wanted Ed Reed. He wanted Ed Reed forever.
Ed Reed played well against everyone, though.
Yeah. I feel like there's like those random players. Like there's a guy, like someone goes off for like a big game against the Pats, and now he's all of a sudden on Belichick's radar. He's like, I need that guy. Like I just, not even thinking, we just named 4 guys.
They're cutting.
Welker, Chandler, Newton, and Lamar Miller. Yeah. So
they're cutting Lamar Miller.
Yeah.
He's not making.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's not making this team.
Damian Williams. Well, he's on PUP, so it doesn't matter. But they have 6 weeks to cut him or not. But Damian Williams just had hand surgery, like today.
Damian Harris.
Yeah. Guys.
Oh,
people, names.
Great. Maybe he isn't getting cut then.
Yeah.
Fuck. I hate Lamar Miller.
But they still have 8 more running backs. They have Rex Burkhead, Sony Michel, James White, Damian Harris, Lamar Miller, the undrafted rookie that they have too.
There you go.
That's 6.
There you go. Perfect description. He'll be practicing.
Yeah. I feel like there's one other guy I'm forgetting too. Did I say Burkhead? Yeah.
Yep.
Did I say Michelle? Did I skip Michelle?
No, you did. You said it.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, so there's 6 that I can name off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, one's probably getting cut, and the other is going to be practice squad.
Yeah.
So there's 4.
Yeah, and that's usually what
That's what they keep.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I just don't know what else they have on the roster.
I just did your personnel decisions for you.
Yeah. Suck it, Mike Reese. Heard it here first. But yeah, I just thought it was weird that I don't understand why the Patriots are just keep getting linked to all these running backs that are out there.
They get linked to everybody, dude. They get linked to absolutely everyone. Clowney. Once Clowney went for a while and didn't get signed, he was linked here.
Yeah.
They're not signing G.
No, they don't want Clowney.
They get linked to everybody.
Yeah.
They'll probably get linked to Josh Rosen pretty soon.
I know. I don't know, but it's and we got fantasy now, and
No, we don't.
You don't.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I fucking hate fantasy.
So I shout out to Sexy Chris. I almost missed that fantasy draft the other night. I was meeting with a guy about fucking construction, and all of a sudden, I see my phone blowing up, and I didn't even look at it at first. So the draft started at 7:45 because we're still talking. I'm not just gonna start fucking texting. So I'm like, whatever. And then on the iPhone, it lights up again 2 minutes later. So I look and I'm like, so let me just look, and I'm like, Chris. I'm like, shit. So I open it and I go, oh fuck. He goes, hey bro, we're drafting right now. So I'm like, shit. So I hop into the draft. I pull up the app. It's 7:48. The draft started at 7:45. Luckily, I had the last pick in the first round, and I had about 42 seconds left on the clock by the time I signed in. So I ended up picking, and so I had the back-to-back picks. I came away with Dalvin Cook and Josh Jacobs in the my first 2 picks there. So that was my one fantasy league. I have another fantasy draft with Nick. Shout out to Nick. Again, this is back-to-back shows. He gets shout-outs. Although by the time this airs, I'll have already done the draft. But either way, that's on Saturday. So I have 2 leagues. In a year where I thought I was going to get away with not doing one, I'm in 2. And then I had someone from work, because I ran the work league. I've run the work league for the last 2 years. And this year I was just going to kind of like let it go. And I had someone from work text me the other day like, hey man, are we doing fantasy this year? And I go, yeah, I'll send an email. So I sent an email out to everyone, and I only heard back from like 6 people. And like, we're running out of time. So I'm only sending 1 email, and I'm not doing anything about it. I have 6 confirmed people for the league. That's not enough. Like, I'm not doing a 6-person league. So hopefully I don't have to do one for work. But yeah, in a year I also thought I was going to have 0. I'm in at least 2. Hopefully not 3.
Well, you see, I have this ability, and it's an ability that you could possess, but you know, maybe I'll have to teach it to you sometime. Where someone asks you to be in a league, and you asked me to be in one of those leagues.
Yeah.
And I responded with no.
I mean, I knew you were going to say no.
Yeah.
But I had to do my civic duty of putting it out there and asking you. Yeah.
No. What you did was you asked someone to say, I asked them. Full knowing I was going to say no.
Oh yeah, no, I knew. I told Chris going in. I go, he's going to say no, but I'll still ask him anyway because I have to. Like, I'm not gonna like I don't know. That's just like, I'm not gonna say no for you. Like, I'm gonna be like, hey, you want to be in this league? I could have, but that's not me.
I'm pretty predictable.
I mean, for some things, but still, like, I had to at least put it there so you could say no.
I'm so fucking. I'm excited to not do fantasy. I don't know the last year that I haven't done it.
Have you ever done DraftKings?
Daily?
Yeah. No. I started doing that last year, I think, or 2 years ago.
I would rather do pick'em pools.
Yeah, pick'ems are fun.
Regular betting. I'll set up a pick'em pool.
We did. I'd be down for that. We've done pick'ems at work.
What'd you do it through? Paper?
Yeah, because it's the same company. So you fill out the paper sheet and then we just scanned it to the guy that runs it. And it's $5 every week.
Yeah, I'd run a pick'em pool, but I don't know what format to use.
Yeah, I almost wonder if there's a way to do it.
We could definitely do it through Google.
I was gonna say through Google.
Yeah, you just make Google form.
Yeah.
Say you do it on Monday, whatever the spread is on Monday, that's what it is.
Right.
And everyone just submits their form.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, going by spread too.
Yeah.
Because so at work, we just pick the winner.
No.
Because
they're picking spreads.
Yeah. Because there's 150 people at work. Not all 150 people do it. There might be like between, on any given week, between 20 and 40 people that actually do it. But you can't expect them to fucking know spreads and stuff. So.
Nikos did one a few years back where you picked 6 games with the spread, and if all 6 hit, you win. If nobody hits, it rolls to the next week.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, sometimes it goes. He goes, one time we went 12 weeks. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy payout.
Yeah.
4 people tied the first week. And like, I had like people doing it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, 4 people tied. I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Moving on.
No thanks.
Yeah. Moving on now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I'd be down. For a pick'em. We just have to get people
Find people to
actually do it.
Yeah.
So hey, if you're listening and you want to be in the Sarcasm Speaks NFL pick'em, hit us up. Let us know. Shoot me a text. DM us at Sarcasm Speaks Pod on Instagram. fucking tweet at us at sarcasm_speaks on Twitter. I don't know, however you want to get in touch. If you want to join our Sarcasm Speaks Pick'em pool, fucking let us know. You'll be in. We'll set it up. We'll run it.
Should we do it by week or for the season?
I like the week to week thing, because it also gives people an opportunity to like not pay attention for a week. Because I've done that before. Like whether you have like a wedding or like you're going away and it's like the one weekend you're not fucking paying attention to anything. Like you don't get penalized for that. But I do like the full season one. That's what Chris does, right? Through.
He does a survival.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That one's wild.
That's intense.
There's a lot of money in that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's intense because it's a lot of money, and also because you can only pick one team, and then once you use it, you're done.
Yep. Yep.
So. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just like gambling. Who am I kidding? I'm a fucking degenerate.
We should. I'll set this up. We should do a U.S. Open pool.
Yeah. I'm down. I'll do that.
I'll come up.
Again,
Yeah.
Gambling, I'm in.
I mean, it'll be cheap too.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like for everyone's like, oh yeah, I could be in, but like I don't know. We're talking like $5-10.
Yeah, I mean, if we do a U.S. Open pool, maybe 20, but
yeah. Well, I mean, if the NFL is every week.
no, every week's like $5.
$5, because that's 16 weeks. That's what, 50. That's
80.
That's $80 right there for the season. So that's plenty. $5 a week. That's
85.
We're
That's
not-
17 weeks.
Yeah. We're not fucking high rollers over here.
No.
So yeah, let us know. And then, I mean, I'm 1,000% in for a U.S. Open one.
Because when
pick
that's
six golfers.
yeah, usually it's pick 6. It usually gets tiered.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can only pick certain amounts from certain categories, and then I think like one of the more common formats is you pick 6. Your 4 best count, and if your guy misses the cut, they get like the worst score for the day, or something.
Oh, okay.
I forget how that. Because you with golf, it's tough because there are missed cuts.
Right. Well, yeah, no, yeah. For the U.S. Open, there is. I was gonna say not now, but the tour, it's not the same thing.
No.
I was confused by.
Yeah, I'll have
They're
to.
close in proximity.
I'll have to look into some of the U.S. Open pool formats. See what makes the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. Because that's in this weekend is the Tour Championship, and then
It's
we
the
get
17th.
weeks.
What's
Yeah.
is today Thursday?
It is the 3rd.
2 weeks from today, U.S.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah,
So
there's,
I
there's a
gotta
week off in between.
No, they're playing in Napa.
Well, no, I mean, but in between the events.
Oh.
I'm not like an actual week off, but there's a week in between.
Yeah, it basically is a week off.
Yeah.
Silverado.
Yeah. No one's gonna fucking play in that. That's a good.
Phil might play.
Are they waiving the requirement for events? I would imagine they would have to.
Which one?
To keep your PGA Tour card.
I think anyone that had it this year gets it next year.
Okay, yeah. What is it? 20? You have to play in 20 events, or 25, something like that.
Oh, it depends on your status.
Right, like you're required to play a certain amount of events a year.
Yeah,
I would imagine they would have to waive
I
that
forget what it is.
this year.
Yeah, I don't even know if they had 20 events. Well, they did. but
Well, they did, but yeah, no, I know. We had a fucking 3-month gap.
They were off
It
for
was
3
nothing.
months.
Yeah. Because that would suck. I mean, it would also explain why Webb Simpson played fucking like 8 weeks in a row and then took the first round off of the yeah, he didn't play in
He didn't play in Boston.
in Boston.
He didn't have to.
He didn't. Yeah, he was what, second in the FedEx Cup,
Something
and then
like that.
dropped to like 10. He was like, all right, cool, whatever.
You don't care.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's weird. I hadn't heard it.
No, I think whoever had status for this season gets it next year.
Yeah.
They might open up a few more exemptions and some shit like that, but
Yeah.
I know they're not gonna like really rail these guys.
Yeah. No. That would be ridiculous.
Because like even the Corn Ferry, I don't honestly I don't even know how the fuck it works.
Yeah. Oh. Ha. So I'm looking at Twitter. You know what just popped up on Twitter is the thing you sent me the other day. That we don't have to actually get into it, but it's the CDC thing.
Oh god, that shit stuck. So I was pissed off when I first saw that because I'm like, oh, good. So they're trying to make, like, they were trying to make the numbers seem worse.
Yeah.
But now people don't even want to believe the numbers.
Right. So for anyone that's listening that doesn't know or watching, what was that thing? Was it 94%?
So here it was 94% of the COVID deaths occurred because of another present condition.
Right.
On average, another 2.6 conditions.
Right.
So typically,
the people that died weren't of picture perfect health. It was they had diabetes and heart disease, and seven
60%
tenths
of something else.
Yeah, six tenths of fucking, I don't know. They had big toe cancer. Or something. I don't know.
But now again, it depends on what side of the argument you're on.
Right.
And this is what started to piss me off because I first saw that and I go, I fucking knew it.
So I saw this thing so the actual argument that I'm about to say is a reductive fucking reasoning, and it's fucking idiotic, but
which fallacy is it?
just hear me out. So I heard someone comment on that, or I saw some, I read it, and they said, oh, it's called comorbidities, look it up. If you die from cancer with high blood pressure, you don't list the cause of death as high blood pressure. And it's like, okay, that's fair, but there's a difference between like what you're describing and the actual thing. Because in this case, the high blood pressure would probably be COVID in most cases. Of the 94%, like if someone dies of cancer, like, and they also had coronavirus, that, I don't know, it's probably the cancer that did them in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so the argument that people are putting out there is like, oh, it's called comorbidity. It's like, yeah, no, 100%. I know what a comorbidity is, and you're actually, the premise of your argument is correct, but what you're saying makes you sound like an asshole.
Yeah, but then there's the other side of it. So the two problems are the people who see that number and go, oh, only 6% of people without an existing condition died of COVID.
Right.
It's like 9,000 people in the country.
Yeah.
And they go, see, if you don't have any conditions,
right,
it's fine.
Right.
This isn't even bad.
Right.
But then you have the other side of the argument who go, wow, all those people with those conditions, none of them would have died if it wasn't for COVID. It's like, no, they probably still would have. Like,
right. Like I said, like if you had, I don't know.
What you need to do is you have to wait for the year to end, figure out.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Figure out what the differences in deaths
are.
Yeah. And if it's statistically significant.
And it probably will be, but
I forget what we looked up.
I forget. I remember. I vaguely remember doing it.
Yeah, there was it 10 million people a year?
Truthfully, dude, I don't even remember.
10 million, 10 point something million people die a year on average or something like that. So like, say, for argument's sake, say 10.6 million people die on average every year. If in 2020, 10.7 people died this year.
No different.
That's not statistically significant.
No different. Even if 11 million people die.
Because in any given year, you can have a number that fluctuates like that. That's why you do fucking statistics and standard deviations and all that fucking bullshit that no one wants to do.
You're supposed to do math with emotion.
Yeah, yeah. But more people died this year. Okay. Well, what happens? You know, or what was the big thing? You could literally pick any year. You could pick, say, I'm picking random dates here, but let's just say in 1996, 9.5 million died and then in 1997, 10 million died. Like what was the thing in 1997? Like like that's what in any given year you can have more people that die. It has to be statistically significant. Like someone who's smart needs to do smart people math and tell us whether or not it's outside of the realm of normalcy, because you could go up or down normally every year. Like you just saying there's more people that are dead doesn't mean fucking shit. So I'd be willing to bet that the number is not statistically significant.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I feel like but again, it's like I can't fucking trust anybody because everyone's an asshole and no one knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because they're saying it's like on pace.
Yeah.
To be way higher. Well, what the fuck is way higher?
Right.
Because 500,000 deaths is not a lot.
Right. Well,
it
that's
really
the other
fucking
thing.
isn't.
That's the whole issue that you get into for just a standard math class. It's the whole absolute versus relative thing, or science class, technically, I guess it would be more appropriate. When you talk about absolute versus relative, like absolute, yeah, there might be an extra fucking million people that are dead, but relatively, that is not a large amount of people.
What's the other thing too? Not okay. And at the risk of sounding insensitive, fuck off, I'm insensitive.
Yeah.
190,000 deaths is not a lot.
No.
Which is what COVID is at right now.
Right.
For the United States, that's not a big number.
No.
It really fucking isn't.
No.
Now, if you want to compare it to other deaths,
yeah.
I mean, it's still behind heart disease and cancer, but like, yeah, it's higher than other things.
Right. It's higher than shark attacks.
But like, in that, again, 190,000 really isn't that many.
No.
It really isn't.
No.
So if we look at it and go, well, 190, well, 95,000 of that, is higher than normal, that's not that big of an increase.
Right.
It really isn't.
Right. Just
from like a mathematical perspective.
Right.
Now, again, if you're on a certain political belief, you probably disagree with me and I'm a fucking idiot. But
you just don't understand.
At least I'm fucking smart enough to realize what the fucking both sides are looking at.
Right, right. You don't just listen to one side only.
Yeah. And like I can fucking realize when a number's big or not.
Yeah.
And 190,000 really isn't that big.
Nope. Not when you have a country.
And I don't know. We're probably
380 million people.
And we're probably at 200 now.
Yeah.
But like, what would 10? So, it's such a joke. Such a fucking joke.
10%.
Would be 3 million.
Would be 3.8 million. Yeah.
We're not even 10% of that.
No. We're not even at one. Not even at 1%. 1% would be 380,000.
Yeah, we were at half of that.
Yeah. 0.5% of the population died.
It's not going to come out. I don't think it's going to come out statistically significant, except depending on how someone wants to manipulate the math. Because you can manipulate math any way you want. I manipulate math all the time.
It's called accounting.
Do you want my business to look like shit or look great?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do either one.
Right. Right. Depends on who's asking.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't.
That was that whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and it's like I had someone like they're like, people just don't understand this. They don't understand this. So it's like, comorbidities. It's like not everyone who has heart disease is gonna die. It's like, yeah, but everyone who has heart disease isn't gonna live either.
Right. Right.
I don't know what the right number is supposed to be. A fuckload of fucking people die with heart disease every year. I think it's like 500,000.
Right, and we get into more numbers too, like, and it's all so subjective. It's like, what is your heart disease? Is it atherosclerosis? Because that's gonna fucking kill you. Like, once you get that, the hardening of your arteries, that's a death sentence. Like, you're done. Like, most of the time, people don't even know they have atherosclerosis because it's a what's it called? A post-mortem diagnosis. Because the people are dead.
Yeah.
And when they do the autopsy, they're like, this guy had atherosclerosis. Wow. It sucks. That's why he died.
Yeah.
You don't know that. You don't know that you have it. Or is it like you have a heart murmur? Because now, before other people fucking crucify me, yes, I realize some heart murmurs can be bad. They can be pretty severe. But I feel like the majority of heart murmurs are very small thing that, especially if you have a heart murmur as a young kid, they typically go away when you get older as you grow. So it's like there's two totally different ends of the spectrum here. You have, and then that's in within and of itself of just heart disease. And like you said, like if you have heart disease, what are the percentage that you're gonna die in the next 5 years? If you have diabetes, if you're a 67-year-old diabetic, type 1 diabetic, that's the juvenile diabetes, right? Type 1.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a 67-year-old type 1 diabetic, what are the odds that you're going to die in the next 5 years by your 73rd birthday? A lot fucking higher than someone that doesn't have diabetes, I'll tell you that. I mean, like, you've lived 67 years with diabetes, like, that shit that shit ravages your body. I don't care how well you take care of yourself. Eventually, it's going to fucking wear on you. But, like, what's the average death rate of people in the country? Was it 79? I think men is 78, and I think women is 81.
78.7 in the U.S.
Yeah. So we'll call it 79. And it's like, you know, I would imagine the average age that people live with type 1 diabetes is probably less than 79 on average. So it's like, what, you know what I mean? Fucking fuck off with that shit. Or it's like you said, like, whoa, he might not have died if he didn't get COVID.
No, it's the again. When
He might not have lived either.
When you speak in extremes, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh well, none of those people would have died. You don't fucking know that.
Right.
You fucking do not know that.
Right. Some
like,
of
you
those
never
people.
know when a fucking old person's gonna have a stroke.
Right.
You never know when an old person's gonna get pneumonia. When they get pneumonia, they're dead.
Right.
They ain't fucking getting out of that.
You never know when a really old person, like I'm talking like fucking 80 plus, falls down and breaks their hip. That's a death sentence. A broken hip, like, you know, that's, yeah, it's stupid. People suck.
I fucking suck, but at least I'm not as bad as these people.
Yeah. Want to start wrapping this up?
We can wrap this up.
Got time. It's late. When we started, I only had 30% battery on my phone as the video, so hopefully it's still going.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
Final thought.
Yes.
I'm going to play the only true actual links golf course on the East Coast tomorrow.
Wow. That is pretty cool.
And I think Bandon Dunes has changed that. For a while, it was the only true actual links course in the United States.
Yeah. So it's wide open, not very little trees, and on the water.
So it's on the water. I believe there has to be sand dunes. Like,
okay. Yeah.
it can't be. It's not supposed to be man-made either.
Okay.
Like, it's supposed to be like you're supposed to take what the land gives you.
Yeah.
Like, in a way. So yeah, what makes an actual links course, I couldn't actually tell you, but most of the quote unquote links courses, like including Pebble Beach,
Yeah.
they're not true links courses.
Yeah.
So Scotland, Ireland, England, they have plenty of links courses. That's where it started, that's where it originated, that's probably where the definition comes from.
Right.
So maybe why that didn't work over here is because it was snobbery. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna really break down an actual, true, real links course, the only one on the East Coast is Highland Links in Truro, and I think until Bandon Dunes was built, there were none other in the country. Now, some people say Whistling Straits, but Whistling Straits is not on an ocean. Also, I think it's very man-made. Bandon, I think it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Like, but like that's the thing. It's like man-made. That has to be man-made at some point. It's a fucking
Right.
golf course.
Right.
Golf courses don't just like sprout in the wild.
They'll just pop up.
So I don't know. I don't know how you exactly define a links course, but
Yeah.
I'm interested in it. I'm very interested in it because I've been like talking and thinking about this place for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I actually pulled the trigger. I already paid for my tee time. I already made it. Like I'm going tomorrow. I'm interested to see.
Yeah.
Because
Should be good.
it's gonna be windy. Like they say some funny stuff too. It's like the fescue grows, so it's like if you're wayward, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
The conditions, you're not playing the country club, you're not playing Augusta National. It's a golf, like it's a links course.
Right.
Yeah, some lies, they might be terrible.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how it goes. They also had a funny thing too, just with it being on the ocean like that. Like you'll go around, and if you like lick your lips, you're gonna taste like salt and shit because it's like obviously you're not getting wet, but all that shit's in the air.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why a lot of times people that live by the ocean, their cars get fucked up. Like if you don't bring your car to the car wash regularly, or at least semi-regularly if you live on the ocean, like your car gets fucked up. Like the paint gets fucked and like you might see some rust spots and shit.
Yeah.
Because there's salt in the air.
Yeah. Which I guess they say is good for you. Like it's good for the skin and shit, and like it makes you like less fatigued, less tired out there. I don't know. I can't really confirm or deny that shit.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But I can only imagine it'd be like 30-mile-an-hour fucking wind or some shit.
Yeah. I finally
fucking fuck me over.
I made a tee time at Easton Country Club
What are you playing?
tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So finally knocked that off the list. We live between two pretty nice golf courses in Easton and Norton, and I've played neither of them. We've lived here for 3 years.
Easton's okay.
Yeah.
Norton is nice, but it is a fucking pain in the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Easton. Alright, so Easton, I'm just gonna let you know, you're gonna get off to a horrible start.
That's fine.
Like, you are. I think the hardest hole in the golf course is 1. No, sorry, second hardest hole in the golf course
Yeah.
is 1.
Yeah.
And it really sucks. If you make 5, you're good there. Second hole is a par 5 with OB left. Like, on-course OB left.
Yeah.
So, just 3 shots, get the fuck out of there. The next hole's a par 3. You only need to hit it about 180 off the tee. And by par 3, I mean it's definitely a par 4. It's the third hole, par 4.
Yeah.
Only about 180 off the tee. After that, hold on to your fucking dicks. No, that's the thing with that place is it's not a hard golf course, except then when you are playing, it's like what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do here?
No, it's like it's not even. It's just like, why is this place not rated harder than it is? Like it's tricky. Like 1 and 7 are hard holes. 17. I mean, you're only gonna play 9, right? Or are you playing 18?
18.
Okay. 17 blows. You might like it. It's a dogleg right. Long fucking hole. No, it can get tricky over there.
Yeah.
I mean, good players rip it up. I don't know. I always play like shit there. I don't know why. Always fucking play like shit.
So it'll be my first time. I'll check it out. Try it out.
You should get 2 jerks after.
Ooh, I think, you know what? I probably will.
You should.
Yeah. Or I might go, no. Bad idea. I was gonna say, or I might go a little early and get it before. I don't know if that's the greatest idea.
Get it after.
Eating barbecue before you go play 18 holes. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be hungry on the course.
Nope, you wouldn't.
So, alright, my final thought is I'm ripping this from Barstool. Don't care. Done it before. It's one of their like answer the internet things. If you could pick one person to be the human ambassador to aliens, who would it be?
Human ambassador to aliens.
So like the alien invasion is happening and we have to send one person to go talk to them.
Me, that way they blow up the country. Or the fucking planet.
The planet. Send me.
Me, I'll go talk to them.
Hey guys, do us all a favor. You ever see Independence Day?
Yeah, you see that thing, that Earth?
Yeah,
blow it
yeah,
up.
yeah. Do that to the whole
Just blow it up.
fucking planet. See you later. Do us a favor.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, send me, blow the fucking place up.
That is a great response. I didn't even think of that.
Now, do you want me to actually try and pretend I'm going to save the planet?
Yeah, sure.
Wayne from Letterkenny.
Yes. Like as Wayne from Letterkenny or Jared Kiso?
No, Wayne from Letterkenny.
Yeah.
That way he can go up there and speak Canadian to them.
Yeah.
And he can kick all their asses, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he needs to.
He's never lost a fight.
Plus, I mean, he can go up there and be like, all right, so I need you to like turn around real quick. And then they, will.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Who do you got?
That's a good one. I went with Joe Rogan because I feel like there's a slight chance that you send Joe Rogan up there and he does exactly what you said, what you would do. He goes, you know what? We've had a good run. Fuck it, just blow the place up.
Good, not great.
Yeah, because I feel like Rogan he would start out trying to have a conversation, but if it got to the point where like he knew it wasn't gonna go well, he'd be like, all right, you know what, fuck it, just blow it up. Yeah, it doesn't matter, blow it up.
Big Jim Murray.
Yeah, yeah. Big Jim Murray from 98.5 Sports Hub, 1,000%. That would be a great person to send. He'd be like, why are you even talking to me?
Yeah, why am I here?
Why am I here?
Why haven't you blown this place up?
Yeah, and make sure before you blow it up, you put me back.
Yeah, yeah, don't save me.
Yeah. Yeah, those are two good ones. I would go with that. The Wayne from Letterkenny, Big Jim Murray. I mean, Rogan, I feel like is more of like that's just kind of like an everyman response.
Again, personally, I would send myself because I would just convince them to fucking blow the place to shreds.
Yeah, no.
And even if they're like, no, we're not gonna like blow you guys up right away. It's like, then I would just be fucking insufferable.
It's one of those where it's like, but do you have the technology to blow us up? Well, yeah, of course, but like that's not our plan. So you're saying what
the fuck else would your plan be? Like, what the fuck else would your plan be?
You just sit there. But if you wanted to, you could blow us up. Yes, but we're not going to do it. But
why not?
Why?
What the fuck do we have to offer you? Seriously, what do we have to offer you?
Yeah. Nothing.
I mean, like, do you want our land? Like,
I don't know. I'd like to think if they're flying here from another fucking part of the galaxy, space, like they don't need it.
Is it that worth it to you? Like,
yeah,
probably
not. I don't know. I'm saying I'm ready. I'm ready for the aliens.
Asteroid.
It's got to be something. I saw something really funny on Instagram the other day. It was a picture of a dagger that was made out of like glass, and it said they found it like buried somewhere. And then a comment underneath goes, "Yeah, great. Save this for December when we have the season finale of 2020. We have to kill the White Walkers."
Can I be a White Walker?
Yeah, you could.
Cool. Kill me.
Yeah, sure. You could be a White Walker. I think that's how it works.
I mean, I am white.
You could be a white, which is not to be confused with the color. It is a WIGHT, a white from Game of Thrones. The Nightman was a White Walker. But
yeah.
But all the undead people were considered whites.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm white.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill me.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Take the glass dagger. It'll either kill me because I'm a White Walker, or it'll kill me just because it's a fucking dagger.
Yeah, I'm mortal.
Either way, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm mortal.
Yeah, I'm good. Well, that's gonna do it for us, everybody. End on a little morbid note. Thank you for watching.
Everyone knows we're mostly kidding.
Yeah, mostly.
Sort of.
For a little bit of it.
I'll take the asteroid though.
Asteroid would be great.
That would be sick.
That would be awesome. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe wherever you're listening too. Thank you for listening, and keep telling everybody about the show. I don't know if it's a tag I used in the last show. We got like 40 downloads in like the first day. It was kind of cool.
Dude,
usually this doesn't happen. We usually end up somewhere between 40 and 50 like after a couple days. But yeah, cool. So thank you guys. Keep telling everybody about the show. And you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. Again, slide in the DMs if you want to do the pick'em pool for the NFL. It's only $5 a week. We'll get it done. Also on Twitter at sarcasm_speaks, and then our trusty old Facebook page is just Sarcasm Speaks. So until next time, good night, everybody.